Okay, April 7th, and we're back out in the China shop working on Bray's cart. It won't be ready for this Saturday. He's got the driver training. We got the DR is already in the back of the truck. Rich, we put your cart in the trailer because we just don't have room out here just yet. So it's staying nice and toasty, roasty, warm, and safe in the trailer. We got until we can pull the front end out, get the spindles off, and get busy. That'll be a piece of cake. It'll be a lot easier than this deal here, that's for sure. Working with American carts, especially vintage carts, everything's pretty much the same. So we went out to PKT yesterday, and we'll be replacing this, let me see, 950 axle with an 1100 millimeter axle, which will be approximately 75 millimeters longer. It's 150 overall, but 75 millimeters on each end. So as you see there, I've already got the extensions made for the Nerf. And I'll show you what we did to get this done. But we've been playing with mini lathe over there and messing around a little bit. The black markings are just where this thing is completely to the dead end there, all the way to the bottom of the hole. I mean, we can always bring it out a little bit just to let us know. It's just there for reference. So with the hub on the wheel, right, hub on the wheel, all the way to the end of the axle, the outside of the tire came to that little mark I put right there. We're still quite a bit inboard of the widest point of our pod, which is, I don't know if you can read that. I can read it. Probably, taking a guess, about 45 millimeters from this mark. If you look at the end of the axle and you look at that mark, if we got 75 on each side, let me mark off where 75 is first. Right here. That looks pretty close to that black mark, doesn't it? So we won't have to mess with the 1100 axle at all. We won't have to. I thought we needed a 1060. We won't have to cut it down. We won't have to have any recutting or redoing of the keys. This axle actually has the same type of key action as the DR, right? So we had to buy keys as well. The whole deal. He really hooked us up. He took good care of us. We're going to have to put a PKT sticker on this thing. So we got everything we need today. Being Tuesday, the 7th, we just got updates from the shipper, our motor mount, and our new stubby short valve stems will be here both on Thursday. So we had the motor up here again the other day. We showed you that video where we had the plastic plate up here and we measured out. So we should be, okay. We'll go ahead and set the motor back down on here just to make sure we're clear. But like I said, that's all the way in. We can move it out a bit and then put the bolts through. Again, it's just a Nerf bar, right? Hopefully, it's going to keep another little kid from climbing into our nephew and injuring him. Now we haven't done this one yet, and that's why I brought you out here with the cam. So this is some 3/4 inch round stock. We cut it to 2 inches long, and we put this in the mini lathe. And of course, just to keep us on our toes, the Nerf bars here themselves have a different wall thickness than that rear bumper piece I used for that side, for the extension. This is thinner. This is steering shaft, that old steering shaft I showed you the other day that was sitting out here. Somebody took vice grips to it to hold it in place so they can align the front end. This is what's left of it. And you can see there's big gnarl marks on it, so we weren't going to use this anyway. We've got a couple of steering shafts hanging around here that are in primo shape. So we'll work. That's for the Ren speed. We'll work on that later. So we've already cut 3 1/4 inches. So 3.125, right? What we figured when we measured 85 millimeter, which is 3.3 yada 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 in thousandths. So we went a little shorter, right? 3.1, and ended up, when we measured, we ended up with 80 millimeter instead of 85 center to center on these holes, right? So anyways, I don't think 5 millimeter is going to kill us here, but you know, like I said, we have more than 5 millimeter of adjustment. We can move it out before we drill the hole. We may even decide to put some steering shaft collars on here, right? Like these. Get a couple more of those. We do have one last CKS order to come. You know, Kim reminded me yesterday. He says, you know, he's been watching. You must have watched a video too. He says they're going to put swirlies down the side of that thing. Swirlies. I says, yeah, and he knows that's you know, with the fashion show and all, that's going to kill me. I said, well, I'm ahead of the game because what I'm going to do is have 2 sets of body work. I mean, we got 2 sets of Nerfs. We're going to have to make all this stuff again for the other set of Nerf bars up there, the brand new Nerf bars that we bought from Tiffin with the rest of those parts. We'll extend those as well to suit this deal. And 1, use them as crash spares, but 2, we're going to have 1 set, probably the used stuff we bought from Tiffin's buddy at the show. And we're going to get another sticker kit, a sticker kit for this particular nose. It doesn't go with our particular, the MK20 fairing, but it does go with a more modern fairing. I think it's the one that's got the hot dog. It's the hot dog bun. But we'll doctor it up, man. We'll put the yellow panel in the middle, and nobody will know. Nobody's going to know but us and you, right? And we'll probably take this one off and put the short, smaller model on, because we have the sticker kit for that. We have sticker kit for pods. We have sticker kit for the old style driver fairing that's up there. So short track, sprint track, we'll run the old nose and the old stuff. Because if they're going to be bouncing around tearing it up, I'm telling you, they won't be doing that on a long track or they'll end up on their head. That's the whole mentality about sprint racing that I don't agree with, I don't like, I'm not comfortable with, and I don't want him to get into. I don't care if the kid wins races. I don't care if he gets lapped into it. 1, just have fun for 2 years, so him and I can develop a language. Because in 2 years he'll be 13, and he'll be in a late out. I'll get the Emic done. I'll build the Emic for him for a junior enduro that he can go senior enduro pipe racing with down the road. I'm already down the road, man. Already down the road. Yeah, I don't like the idea that people are comfortable with telling me that yeah, this thing's going to get all rubbered up. That alone tells me that these people, sprint racing people, they got the whole NASCAR mentality, man, and it's not cool. It's not good. But whatever. We're going to be moving on. We're going to go ahead and get to the mini lathe and get those pieces cut. Of course, one side, it's about a 19 millimeter piece of stock, and we've got to cut one side, one half of it down to about 17.2 millimeter, and the other side down to full 16.5, maybe even down to about 16.2. It was tight. These here were tight, and I had to smack them into the Nerfs first, and then mark them on the bottom side. I used an auto punch and just put a mark, so when I pounded the extension on, and we're going to weld all this. We'll weld that in with silicon bronze. We'll weld this up with silicon bronze. It'll all be welded together. We won't be using any bolts here. But I put a punch mark in with an auto punch on the bottom, just so when I was knocking this one on, I could see whether that inner solid round stock piece that we cut down was actually moving. And although it was good and tight, knocking the extension on, Must have been just that little bit more tighter, a little bit more tight. A little bit tighter in the Nerf bar itself because it didn't move, so everything worked out well. We're gonna get over there in the corner and hide and do some cutting, make some noise, and I mean, we'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Probably won't get the axle on today. Want to make sure the brace cart's got oil. We're going to run it, make sure it runs and it responds. It doesn't need a carb cleaner deal, because that's the cart we're taking for his driver training. We'll take an Azusa jacket. He'll use his rib and chest guard, his new helmet, head sock, his new racing gloves, and all that kind of stuff, and get acclimated with, you know, how things work down there at Fremont. And I told Carson, we don't need to turn a bunch of laps. I mean, if they'll let us, we'll stay and turn laps. But if they, you know, if they don't want us running the Predator without the supersonic flywheel, without the supersonic connecting rod, I mean, he's just a 10-year-old kid. He's not going to burn that thing up, man. But we'll see. I mean, if they let us turn laps, then cool. If they don't, whatever. We don't care. We just want to get the education and the schooling in. He's super brave, super excited about that. He's so excited about going, he doesn't even care that he's got to drive his old go-kart. But he's really looking forward to getting this one down, to camping over, practice all day one day, racing the next day. He's about as almost excited as I am. How about y'all? Hang in there. I know, Glenda, my nerves. I don't know how you do it watching Randy being husband wife. This is my little nephew, man. Right? He's very protective of him. So we'll see how it goes. Hang in here, y'all. We'll bring you some more in a little bit. She's coming around.